The Brown Box Theater Project has been producing quality theater up and down the East Coast, including venues in Boston and New York.
Now the company is returning home to the Eastern Shore, and you have an opportunity to see one of their productions for free. Artistic Director Kyler Toston joins us this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, give us a history of the Brown Box Theater and why it's so important to return to Eastern Shore.
Of course, we started in 2009 in New York. Several of us were working really hard to try and become theater artists in the community and really not be pigeonholed. I'm an actor and a director and didn't want to necessarily have to pick between the two. So the mission really is to both be there for the artists, but more importantly, to really expand our audience and bring theater to communities that don't have a lot of access to it. Being originally from the Eastern Shore, from Berlin, Maryland myself, I found it really important to bring the arts back home. And so while we do perform in Boston, and that's where our home base is, we bring all of our productions down here, and we're very excited to bring Romeo and Juliet this week.
Last year you toured the Eastern Shore and you did Shakespeare's 12th Night. What was that like?
It was a magnificent experience for all people involved. We were really excited to be able to focus entirely on our work and on the theater, and to be able to bring this to schools, to students in the area, and to the community all for free was just a very exhilarating process for all of us.
And we should say this video is preparations for those shows from last year. What will you be doing this year?
This year is Romeo and Juliet. We have a magnificent cast of actors from New York and from Boston, and we just finished our tour in Boston, and everyone's headed down here today. And we will be starting with in Snow Hill very shortly on Friday, and touring to schools and to communities all for free to really try and bring theater and, more importantly, Shakespeare as it's meant to be seen, which is as a live production.
And that's six locations that you're going to perform?
Correct. 6 locations and 5 schools.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's very exciting for all of us.
Tell us about the education portion. You mentioned that you go to those schools. What's that like?
They are some of the best audiences we get. Last year we reached almost 1,500 students, and they were thrilled to be able to see some texts that they had read before and seen as literature in an English class, but to see it really on stage with actors the way it was meant to be done was so much fun. And we're very excited to be going to schools in Worcester and Wycomico counties and doing not only the production but also workshops with the students, really trying to bring this text to life for them as well.
All right, so a lot of great stuff. We want to run down the event details for everyone. It's going Romeo and Juliet. Opening night is Friday, September 7th, 7:30 p.m. and it's at Sturgis Park in Snow Hill. We should mention there's a bunch of other shows as well. So we thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And of course, we'll have all of that information, including dates and times for the other shows on DelmarvaLife.com. Just click on the Show tab. And still to come on Delmarva Life, music, arts, and local schools. We just talked about it. We talked about performing arts, now music arts. That's the mission of Delaware Charitable Music. And they're doing it with some sizzling jazz.
The artists will not only perform this month on Delmarva, they're stepping into some local schools to help out. We'll tell you all about it. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.